Pause the music. All right, guys. So today we are going to be talking about how you can actually create multiple streams of income within the tax and accounting space. Okay. You guys probably heard me say this a few different times that there are a lot of tax professionals that have other business ventures, which is fine, right? Multiple streams of income is beautiful, right? Having different business ventures is great. But in today's video, I really just want to talk about how you can actually create multiple streams of income, how you can create multiple opportunities to sell just within tax and accounting. Okay, if you guys hang in there with me. Right. All right. So quick introduction. Welcome. If you are new to me, my name is Krista Tyus. I teach tax and accounting professionals how to get more clients utilizing social media and scale their virtual tax and bookkeeping firm to multiple six figures. Okay. And that's with my program, Tax and Accounting Six-Figure Accelerator. So if you want to work with me for an entire year, if you want support, if you want mentorship, if you want hand holding, some good love, okay, on pricing services, right, strategy sessions, and I'm going to put some resources below here. Definitely check it out. If you've been on the fence and you've just been lurking around for a few years or a few months or even a few weeks or days, come on over. Let's work together. I promise you, give me your life and it will be changed. Okay, so let's talk about multiple streams of income. First of all, what is it, right? Type in the chat, what other streams of income do you currently have coming in right now, right? So if you own your tax and bookkeeping business, what other businesses have you guys been dabbling in right now? Go ahead and type it in the chat. Come on, IG and Facebook. Go ahead and type it in the chat for me. Let me pull up Facebook. Let me make sure I can see the comments over here on what you guys are saying. Okay, so let's see here. You guys, there we go. All right, so now I can see the comments. Hey, Nita. Hey, Zaneta, AKA Nita. What's been going on? What business venture are you guys currently in outside of tax and accounting? Let me know so we can talk about it. So in the beginning, when I started my tax and bookkeeping business, that was just all I did, right? I, went all in on tax and bookkeeping. And before I discovered the monthly income that is bookkeeping, I was confused on how I can actually bring in money after tax season, right? Who here has been through that where you're like, okay, after tax season, or maybe you might have even be experiencing some anxiety right now on what it is that you're actually going to do once tax season ends May 17th, right? 2021. So if that's you, I want you to just listen in because I'm going to give you a ton of different options that you can actually deploy in your business. So throughout my tax career, right, even some of the services that rightfully we're going to talk about, but throughout my tax career, there has been a few different other business opportunities that I went on, right? One of the very first ones was credit repair. Okay. I remember I was approached and they were like, hey, Krista, you work with tax, or you work with clients that need tax services, and oftentimes your tax clients can be great credit repair clients, right? And that was kind of like the first kind of one-off service that I actually incorporated with my tax and bookkeeping business. Now, if I'm honest, guys, right, I'm always going to be honest and transparent about what it is that I've been doing and how I've been doing it and what worked and what didn't work. Credit repair just didn't work for me, right? It just didn't work for me. I really, I wasn't about to sell, just shove it down people's throats as far as you have to have credit repair. I really wasn't too fascinated with the process, right, of repairing someone's credit, or as far as like sending in disputes on certain items. Like I just couldn't really wrap my head around how I could devote so much time and energy into that and make the type of money that I wanted to make. Now, there are some people crushing it in the credit repair space. Okay, so shout out to you guys. And so what I want to talk about today is, as a tax professional, you're going to get a lot of people that's going to come your way and try to sell you on selling additional services, right? Who here has already experienced that, right? I've had credit repair, like I still get inundated with credit repair people that are like, hey, I see you're in the tax industry, we can partner together, right? Who gets inundated with credit repair people, right? Beautiful, right? It's absolutely beautiful if that's what you want to focus on if that's what you can do. Another service that comes about is insurance, right? I've had plenty of insurance reps and agents come to me from various different industries to say, hey, you should offer insurance to your clients because it's a complimentary service to taxes, right? I got into real estate. Right. I did real estate for a few years, and real estate was a whole nother animal. Okay. Just the sheer fact, the majority of that job is sales, right? The majority of real estate is you going out and you locking in your first few deals and building up that brand and name recognition. So you can therefore leverage that in the future. And now you can just, run off of referrals. In the beginning, it's a very heavily sales integrated job. Like you have to be okay with cold calling, door knocking. You have to be okay with asking people for the sale, which I think is a beautiful skill set to have anyway. And so these are just a few different items that I have seen people get into. I've also seen myself, right, get into those different services, and finding the right mix and the right balance for you is kind of like an ongoing process on like, how do you truly want to grow your business? What do you want to truly be known for, right? And at the end of the day, how much money do you actually want to make, right, is going to be important on what services you actually incorporate with your tax and bookkeeping business. All right, so outside of those services that I just spoke on, what I have here is a list of how you can actually integrate different service offerings within your tax and bookkeeping business that are complementary, right? That are complementary and that it's really going to build upon the next service that you offer. So the very first thing, we got to stick to the basics. The very first thing that I tell people is you want to offer not only taxes, but you want to offer some sort of monthly reoccurring service, which is bookkeeping, in my opinion, right? All businesses need bookkeeping, right? All businesses need that compliance piece. And so it's a very easy sale. 2, it's very easy to learn. It doesn't, you're not required to have an accounting degree, a bachelor's degree. You don't really have to be experienced. You do need to learn the basics of bookkeeping, the foundations. But that doesn't take long to do. Most people can learn bookkeeping in a matter of a few weeks, right? 1 to 2 weeks, and go out and get their first bookkeeping client, or have themselves, right, as your first bookkeeping client, and then go out and get your first bookkeeping client. What bookkeeping is going to do for you is going to bring in that monthly income that you need to kind of sustain and level off your business after tax season. So tax season, I want you guys to be making $50,000 to $100,000 during tax season. Who here is already at that level? Type a 1 in the chat. If you're already cracking $50,000 to $100,000 during tax season, that's a beautiful position to be in, right? After tax season, I want you guys to be focused on how can we lock in some monthly clients that is going to bring in between $5,000 and $10,000 a month, right? $5,000 and $10,000 a month. Now, this could be with the bookkeeping, like I said, is the easiest. All businesses need it, but also could be with CFO services, right? So CFO services is where you're actually going into a business and you're helping them make strategic decisions on their finances, right? You're the financial liaison for them. You're helping them look at their vendors, how they're paying their bills, how they're receiving their money. You're actually helping them make optimization efforts within their business that's actually going to bring more money, right? Net them more money at the end of the day. CFO services, you can start at a higher rate than bookkeeping, right? Because bookkeeping is just compliance, is after the fact, right? You're reconciling the transactions that have already occurred. Whereas CFO services, you're helping them look to the future and make strategic decisions based upon the information that you have from the past. Right. So CFO services can be a beautiful service offering to integrate into your boutique tax and bookkeeping business, because you're able to make a really big impact with your business client, but you're also able to charge a higher amount. So it's not uncommon for you guys to be able to charge $1,500, $2,500 a month just for CFO services. Okay. So now we have taxes. We have bookkeeping, we have CFO services. Obviously, we have the remainder of our service week. So if you've been following me, you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say tax planning, right? Tax resolution. So with these two, tax planning is where you're helping your clients strategically pay the least amount of taxes. Okay. Who here does not want to pay the least amount of taxes, right? Now, there's levels to this, okay? Because as your clients graduate in income, their tax rate, their tax liability is going to be different. And so you want to look at not only what are the credits that my client qualifies for that can help reduce their tax liability, but what are some deductions that they need to take? And then also, what are some structuring activities that we can deploy in their business that will help them pay the least amount? Now, I did a wealth creation training with some of my elite clients just a few days ago. It was an absolutely amazing training. Where we actually talked about how to build generational wealth, right? That it's a buzzword going around, but we actually talked about the nuances, like what is required to truly build generational wealth. And one of the strategies that I was talking about was a higher level tax planning, right? So a lot of the clients that you guys are going to be working with, it's going to be very simple. It's going to be, hey, you're a Schedule C, you need to be an S Corp. We need to put you in a regional payroll. We need to be talking about, we're really figuring out what is the best structuring activity. Like, when should you, receive money? How can we delay receiving some funds? How, when should we actually make a strategic purchase, right? How can we delay this strategic purchase to help us maximize our tax, strategy, right? Then as you grow, as businesses make millions and millions and millions and more dollars, now you start looking at even more leveraged activities, right? How can you leverage a trust, right? How can you leverage, different state and countries that you can incorporate or have residency in, right? That's actually going to help you lower taxes. How can you incorporate multiple entities in different state and countries that are tax favorable to businesses, right? This is where you start going into more of a very complex and intricate tax strategy as your clients make more and more money. But tax planning in itself, it doesn't have to be just like this one-off static thing that you guys offer. It can be a monthly service offering that you put your clients on for ongoing tax planning services, right? And the same thing is true with tax resolution. So if your clients have already gotten themselves into a little pickle with the Internal Revenue Service, the state or local governments, now you can help them resolve that tax debt and put them on a monthly retainer option while you're working this tax resolution case. So these are the basics right here, right? So hang in there with me. I got a whole list of other things on how you guys can actually bring in multiple streams of income just within this tax realm, right? The tax and bookkeeping realm. So let me pop back in the chat. Let me see if you guys are saying anything here on Facebook. I don't think I see any comments coming in on IG. So hey, Sanathia. Hey, my Cherie. Sanathia says, I agree. Awesome. So here's a service offering that we're going to walk down that you might not be already incorporating in your tax and bookkeeping business. Okay. So first things first that I have here is consulting. Okay. I've worked with some clients that have been able to provide some high level consulting services to their business clients. So hear me out, because I'm not talking about CFO services right now. I'm not talking about CFO. I already talked about CFO. CFO is beautiful. I mean, different levels of consulting. So for instance, I had a client, she used to be a state auditor for the state that she lived in. And her job was to go in and make sure that a particular type of company was, in compliance, right? And she would fine them tens of thousands of dollars if they were not in compliance. Okay. And so I said, oh man, you should actually flip that on the business side, and you should go and sell your consulting services to businesses now so they can stay state audit ready. Right. So now she's just transforming who she actually serves, but she actually is doing the exact same job. Now, the beautiful part about this is she had a set salary at her 9-to-5 working for the government that she was making every year. Let's just say it was $100,000. Whereas she now can take this consulting knowledge that she has, this high level consulting knowledge that she now has, and charge the average business $10,000 to $15,000 per engagement to help them stay audit ready on the state level, right? For this particular service, right? For this particular type of industry. And for her to make $100,000, she could do that in a month. She could do 10 clients every single month at a $10,000 engagement. And so this is the beautiful part, that if you guys have higher level skill sets from a prior industry or from prior experience with your 9-to-5 job, you can actually now take that same skill set and work for the businesses. And this happens a lot in politics if you guys do not know, right? So here's what would happen in government, traditional government. You will have the head of the SEC, for instance. You have the head of the SEC. I'm just giving you guys an example purely. I don't even know who the head of the SEC is right now. But you can have the head of the SEC, the person that is looking at, maybe some unscrupulous trades that an organization or a business might be making, right? And their job is to go in and analyze if these trades are ethical and legal. And if they aren't, their job is to write the fines up, okay? What big companies are doing, right? They're hiring the same people that they used to, tap them and write them fines. They are going out and hiring those same people to work on their staff, right? Or they're consulting those same people that actually used to get them in trouble, right? They're consulting those businesses or those entities, and they're paying them top dollar to help them stay in compliance, or they're paying them top dollar to even lobby for them, right, on their behalf. And that's a whole nother conversation. So I say that to say, if you have a very specific skill set that you've already been exposed to in government or at your 9-to-5 job, that you now can take that consulting piece, you can go out and sell that high level service. So let's just say I work with a few clients that their job was to audit state sales tax compliance, right? Now, as a state auditor for sales tax, you now have a very deep domain expertise that you now can help tens of thousands of businesses stay in compliance with their state sales tax, right? You're helping them save money at the end of the day. So let's just say the typical audit ended up in a business owing $10,000. Well, now you can actually go out and charge that, right, for your consulting services. So you guys see where I'm going with this? Like, if you have a higher level consulting knowledge, you now can go out and sell that in your tax and accounting business, okay? And there's a slew of different knowledge, skills that you guys have that you probably are not leveraging right now, that you can literally sell for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 per engagement, right? You knowing these higher level skill sets, okay? So that's what I call consulting, right? Consulting on a high level. Now, the third thing that I have here, I have courses, right? So again, if you have a skill set, if you have a knowledge, you now can transform your intellectual property, the things that you know, your processes, right? Your systems, your unique methodology, you now can package that up and go sell it, right? And put it into a course or a program, right? So a great example of this is, one of my clients is an expert in a particular industry, let's just say e-commerce, right? If you're an expert at e-commerce and you know that there are very specific steps that an e-commerce business needs to take in order to get this big result, which is paying the least amount of taxes, right? Which is scaling to 7 figures, right? Because it's so easy for those guys to make 6 figures now, right? If you have a very unique process that you know about and that you've been able to help clients on, you now can package that up and sell that to now hundreds, if not thousands of e-commerce businesses, just for an example, right? So taking your intellectual property and really learning how to package that up is a very beautiful skill set to have. And you can also scale your business even faster with that, because when you're actually selling, your intellectual property, you aren't the person doing the thing any longer, right? You're not the person that's doing their sales tax or, doing their taxes, doing their bookkeeping, doing their CFO services. You have built up a very specific methodology that you now can go out and sell, right? So that's the third thing that I have on here. We're talking about multiple streams of income with your tax and bookkeeping business, okay? Who here has already created a course? Let me just check in with you guys, right? Let me check in with you guys. Who here has already created a course, right? That you've probably, maybe you haven't even sold it yet. Maybe you're thinking about selling it, right? Or maybe you're trying to figure out how to actually go this route, right? Anybody? Just type a 1 and I'll check back to see, because I know that there's a delay in the chat and what I can see it from the time that you guys are hearing my voice. Okay, so number four that I have here is speaking. So speaking is one of the highest paid gigs that you can probably have, right? That you literally can get paid tens of thousands of dollars, for some people, hundreds of thousands of dollars for like 1 to 2 hours of speaking. So what that looks like, and now more so than ever, I would say this field has been a little limited just because of COVID, right? Not a lot of people are having live events, and even the virtual events, you know, they're just not as impactful, in my opinion. A virtual event is just not as impactful. It's nothing like being in the room and feeling the energy of a room, right? But because you have a deep domain expertise, you can take that expertise on the road, right? You can speak in front of different crowds and venues and organizations and associations, right, that have your perfect client in it. This also can be a great way to, you know, I would say a great marketing ploy to actually get more business, right? To get more consulting business clients, or to get more tax business clients, or bookkeeping, or CFO or tax planning clients, right? Just you presenting yourself as the expert authority, right? And this is what I typically call, I call this, you're the expert authority. You are the niche celebrity is what I tell my clients. And speaking in front of other people's platforms can be a great way to expose yourself to your niche clients, right? It's also a great way to make extra revenue, not only on a front end, right? If people pay you to speak, but if you're really strategic, and if you really understand your audience, if you really understand their pains and problems and how to communicate that value, you literally can speak for free and just close the clients in the room or on Zoom, wherever you're at, right? If you really have a process in which you're walking people through and you're making a very specific offer at the end. So speaking with regards to tax and accounting and helping people understand tax and accounting at a high level can be a great way to bring in an additional stream of income, okay? Now, one of the last ones that I have here, I have 5 total. So we talked about this. This will be the 5th thing that we're talking about. The 5th thing that I have here that I don't think a lot of you guys actually take advantage of, right? I know I didn't take advantage of this when I, was really heavily entrenched in selling tax and accounting services. The 5th thing is affiliate, right? Affiliate marketing. So who here has heard of affiliate marketing, right? Type a 2 in the chat. Who here has heard of affiliate marketing? Who here? So what affiliate marketing is where you take a product that you love and that you believe in, and you sell that to your clients, right, for a commission, right? So what this looks like is QuickBooks. They have one of the biggest affiliate marketing programs for tax and accounting professionals, right? Which is why you get QuickBooks Online Accountant for free, right? They give you QuickBooks Online Accountant because they know that if you're using their platform, and if they give it away for free, that you're going to push your people, your business clients to their software, right? It's a beautiful strategy, right? Because now they are relying on the tens of thousands of tax and accounting professionals in the industry to pull business clients to their product. Okay, so that's just a quick example. But let's just say with QuickBooks Affiliate, let's just say you get, I don't know what the commission is, but let's say it's 10% of every sale that you can possibly obtain when you recommend QuickBooks to another business client, right? So an affiliate agreement can be a great way to build additional revenue, especially when it's already products and services that you use, it's products and services that you believe in. Now, Amazon, you guys may or may not know, but Amazon, it has also one of the largest affiliate partnerships in the world, right? So you can actually register on Amazon as an affiliate, and anything that you use, you guys probably buy stuff. If you're like me, you probably buy stuff from Amazon at least once a week, right? You probably genuinely use their products. And so when you recommend their products, when you're talking about products that you purchase, you can therefore grab your affiliate link and get paid on each sale that someone purchases through your affiliate link, right? This is a great way to promote products and services, like I said, that you're already utilizing, you already believe in, but you're getting paid on the back end for it. So you don't have to be the creator of some software, right? You don't have to be the creator of this particular product. You can actually just look to see, do they have an affiliate program? And then go tell your community about it and actually get paid on it. Just last year, Our affiliate partnerships bring in well over 6 figures, right? Just last year with just recommending products and services that we truly believe in, products and services that we know will help people. So you guys can do the exact same thing for your community, for your clients, and bring in that additional stream of income. All right, so let's just quickly recap what we have here. So the first stream of income is obviously tax services. With tax services, I told you guys I want you to be bringing in monthly recurring revenue, right? Bookkeeping, CFO services, tax planning, tax resolution, right? I want you to be bringing in at least $5,000 to $10,000 per month after tax season ends. Okay, this is going to help sustain and level your business model off. The second thing that I talked about was consulting at a high level. So if you know a skill set like sales tax compliance, or if you used to be an auditor for the state or for even a company, right? If you used to work in government, you have very specific skill sets that you now can package up and actually go out and help businesses for 5-figure engagements, right? $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 engagements, okay? Consulting can be a beautiful way to scale your business to $500,000 because you are servicing, you know, a handful of clients, but you're able to charge them $10,000, $15,000 per engagement, right? So you're actually able to scale a lot faster than trying to get, you know, a whole bunch of smaller bookkeeping clients or a whole bunch of smaller tax clients, okay? The third thing that I talked about was courses. So again, if you have a unique process, if you have intellectual property, if you've already been working with people in a particular way, you can now package that up into a course and go out and sell it. Courses are a great way to scale because you're working really hard up front and then you're scaling it, and your course can literally be selling throughout the night and day. Now, what I didn't say, now that's actually jogging my memory, is a book as well. So if you guys write even an ebook or a book, something that can, you know, be sold all night and all day, right? No matter where you are at, if you can invest the upfront time and energy to create this could definitely be an asset that can not only work as like a lead magnet for your business, right? Attract new clients to you, but a great source of additional revenue, okay? The fourth thing that I talked about was speaking. So getting in front of your ideal audience, right? Using other people's platforms to speak. I can't wait till this opens up until we actually can speak in person, right? I know there's some folks that are doing conferences and stuff like that, but it's just not on a larger scale like it used to be. But speaking at conferences, associations, speaking in front of groups, right? Interest groups that house your ideal clients is a great way to not only make an additional source of revenue, but also act as a marketing strategy that you can use to attract additional clients your way. The fifth thing that I said was affiliate marketing, right? You are already promoting products and services. You already use certain products and services. Well, you need to look to see, do those companies offer any affiliate opportunities? And if they do, partnering with them. And as you promote their product or as you recommend their product or service, you can be getting paid on the back end. Okay, so boom, you guys have it. Multiple streams of income. No, I'm not, knocking any other service that you guys do, but try to stay confined within tax and accounting, right? The reason why I believe that if you stay confined with tax and accounting, you're able to scale a lot faster, and your audience, they don't get confused on what it is that you truly do, right? That's the worst thing that you guys can be in, is just where your audience is just looking like, okay, well, is she an insurance agent or does she do taxes and bookkeeping, right? Like, you want your clients to be laser focused that you are the best with tax and accounting. You are the number one person that they need to go to for their industry and niche for this particular service offering. And now we can start layering on all of those great tax and accounting services that you guys can offer to bring in multiple streams of income, right? Multiple streams of income. So drop your questions below if you have any questions that come up after this video, and have a great and beautiful day, guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.